You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban here in this video. This man is in a world of trouble. And I do mean, folks, a world of trouble. This could actually end pretty badly for him. Now, will he actually lose ownership of the Dallas Mavericks? I don't think so. Why? Because the NBA is woke. The NBA engages in diversity, equity, and inclusion, just like Mark Cuban. Now, DEI, which I actually like to call DIE, is nothing more than legalized racism. That's all it is. It violates the 1964 Civil Rights Act because they're doing race-based hiring practices. Now, out here in Texas, I remember a few years ago, Texas banned all DEI programs from state institutions because it's against the law. Race should not be a factor when it comes to hiring. And this whole DEI thing, man, nothing more than virtue signaling. That's all it is. Virtue signaling. Nothing more. I mean, the left is out of control, man. They are really, really out of control. Mark Cuban, he's probably going to be screwed big time because I'm wondering how many people have actually interviewed for, let's just say, a job at the Dallas Mavericks and didn't get it. And you're thinking, wait a minute, hold on. Was I the wrong skin color? Is that the reason why I wasn't hired? I mean, right now, guys, Mark Cuban pretty much coming out and admitting that, guys. This man is in a lot of trouble. So let's talk about that, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Memberships are start at $5 per month. Member live stream every single Friday. We're going to be having one tomorrow. We appreciate the support. Here we go. Look at this here. Equal Employment Opportunity Commissioner scolds Mark Cuban on DEI claims. You're dead wrong. This man came out and pretty much admitted that he engages in racist hiring practices. Yeah. It says here, Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban earned a sharp rebuke from a commissioner for the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission on his misconceptions about how DEI works in conjunction with federal employment rules. Cuban has been raising eyebrows for the better part of the last 2 weeks for his loud and proud support of the far left ideals of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in the world of business, and for his insistence that DEI policies are not really race-based ideals. Yes, they are. They are. You're hiring people based on race when it comes to DEI. I mean, all you gotta do is look what happened with Asians at these Ivy League institutions. They were not being accepted because they had the wrong skin color. And the Supreme Court overturned that. Affirmative action is now dead in colleges now because of that. Anyway, he has had confrontations on social media with a host of people, including ex-chief Elon Musk, who pointedly maintain that DEI is nothing but legalized racism is acting, just like I said. But Cuban has persisted in standing up for the left-wing hiring practices or policies, despite repeatedly losing the battle on the points. Last weekend, he was at it again in reply to an X account called The Rabbit Hole, when he insisted that he uses DEI policies to make race and gender part of the equation for hiring new employees. Quote, I've never hired anyone based exclusively on race, gender, religion. I only ever hire the person that will put my business in the best position to succeed, he added. Quote, and yes, race and gender can be part of the equation. I view diversity as a competitive advantage. So in the same sentence, first he was saying he doesn't hire people based on that, but then he says, yeah, it's a part of the equation. Yeah, this man just stuck his foot in his mouth, man, and he could be in a bunch of trouble. Now, like I said, the NBA not going to do nothing because the NBA is woke, okay? He's not going to lose ownership of the Mavericks over this. But anyway, this claim that he includes gender and race as one of his criteria for hiring brought a commissioner for the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission to jump in to warn him that he is actually breaking federal employment laws if he really is basing hires, even in part, on race and gender. Now, right down here, Andrea R. Lewis from the EEOC actually responds to him. She says, unfortunately, you're dead wrong on black letter Title VII law. As a general rule, race sets can't even be a motivating factor, nor a plus factor, tiebreaker, or tipping point. It's important employers understand the ground rules here. But it doesn't care. Mark Cuban is woke, and now he may be paying a massive price. Look over here on Fox Business. Mark Cuban may face lawsuits after defending DEI in viral posts. Laws crystal clear. EEOC commissioner says, yeah, this man's in trouble. There may be a whole bunch of people, man, that will be lining up to try and take out Mark Cuban now. Let's see. I didn't know there was a video here. Let's go ahead and play this video right here and see what it says here. This is Andrea Lewis here.
Welcome back. Billionaire investor Mark Cuban could be facing lawsuits after defending the use of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in hiring. Fox Business's Lydia Hu now with more on the story. Lydia.
Good morning, Maria. One employment lawyer told me she would not be surprised if a lawsuit was filed against Mark Cuban today. The billionaire posted this on X, quote, I've never hired anyone based exclusively on race, gender, religion. I only ever hire the person that will put my business in the best position to succeed. And yes, race and gender can be part of that equation. The post has been seen by more than 5 million people, including Equal Employment Opportunity Commissioner Andrea Lucas, who replied on X saying this, quote, unfortunately, you're dead wrong. As a general rule, race/sex can't even be a motivating factor, nor a plus factor, tiebreaker, or tipping point. Here's more from her.
Mr. Cuban is conflating the idea that someone's race and sex can be part of the complete package, but that's not provided for under the law. And if he's using it as a factor, even if it's not the only factor or the dispositive factor, if it's any part of the decision, then it's a motivating factor, and that's illegal.
Cuban has become a staunch defender of DEI policies, publicly sparring on social media with DEI critics like Elon Musk and Bill Ackman. You may remember 3 years ago, many companies rushed to implement diversity, equity, and inclusion, but now the policies are in retreat after the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action in college admissions, and complaints that DEI is used to discriminate mount from conservative-leaning groups. And DEI job postings, Maria, dropped 63% last year, according to ZipRecruiter. Now, employment lawyers say that Mark Cuban may have made himself a target for legal action, and his own words in that X post could possibly be used as evidence against him. We reached out to Mark Cuban, did not get an immediate response. Maria, back to you.
So you see that right there, guys. Mark Cuban is in a world of trouble. I'm willing to bet that right now, people have contacted lawyers and they're planning to sue Mark Cuban. I mean, this man's in a lot of trouble right now, man. See, wokeness is a disease. And this disease, man, is probably going to cost him probably millions of dollars in court. I mean, he opened up this can of worms right here, man. The law is pretty clear. You cannot hire based on race. So if anybody has felt like they've been discriminated against, because of the race of Mark Cuban, man, you may actually have a pretty good case in court. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.